Have you ever been fiddling with your calculator and thought to yourself,
well, I can make this cool circle on my graph and make this squiggly line, but I wish I could do more. If only there was a niche YouTuber that I could explain how I could play games on my calculator. Wait a minute.
yeah, you can play games on a calculator?
Yeah, boy.
Ever since the first graphing calculators hit the scene, people have been hacking them to play games. There are an insane number of crazy games out there developed for these things, and in this video I'll show you the best ones out there, and more importantly, how you can download them and play them yourselves. For each game I show, there will be a download link in the description, so it's easy to download a game if it looks interesting. Oh, and by the way, I'll be doing this on a TI-84 Plus C edition calculator. Alright, let's get started. But before we do anything, first plug in your calculator to your computer, then go to the first link in the description and download TI Connect. Run the setup wizard, then open it, and then click here to see your calculator's files. Now we have to jailbreak the calculator so we can send whatever kind of files we want to send to it. So head over to the second link in the description and download these two files. Once you've done that, drag them over into TI Connect and hit send. Now we're going to do some stuff on the calculator. Don't worry, we're almost at the games. Alright, so to do this, first hit the button Apps, then go down to Calibri Junior, then hit Enter, then go to Open, hit Enter, then hit Artifice, and you won't see it here because my calculator is already jailbroken, but you'll see the word Calcplex. Select that button, hit Enter, and the screen will flash and take you back to the same screen where you were just at. Hit Mode to exit, and boom, your calculator is jailbroken. Now we can start downloading games. Okay, so to install any game to your calculator, first download the game, then drag over the files into TI Connect, and boom, your game is installed. To access your game, go to Apps, then Calcplex, and here is where you'll find all your installed apps. Just hit Enter to start any of them. Okay, so now let's talk, what are the best games? Let's start with the simple ones and work our way up to the best games on the calculator. The first game on our list is the classic game Pac-Man. You know what to do. Try to run around and eat all the pellets and avoid the ghosts at the same time. My record is level 5, but I know I'll never beat it. It's an all-around great port and everything runs very smoothly. You can definitely waste some time with this game. Flappy Bird is the super simple yet addictive game where you try to guide your bird through as many pipes as possible. Even though it's a super basic idea, you will spend an alarming amount of time trying to beat your own record. Super fun game. Press the second key to jump and the clear key to exit. Geometry Dash, I'm sure you've heard of it, is the classic platformer where your only control is to jump. Even though there are only 2 levels in the sport, it runs very smoothly, and it's just a great game to play. It has all the same controls as the original, and even has input buffering, so you can hold down the jump button. To select a level, hit Enter, to jump, hit second, and to exit, hit clear. 2048 is the classic puzzle game where you try to combine even numbers and make it all the way to 2048. I've never done it personally, but I know that with enough time and dedication, anyone can do it. This is a super fun game where, like Flappy Bird, you will spend an alarming amount of time on it. To move around the blocks, use the arrow keys. To exit, press clear, and to undo a move, hit graph. For the rest of the super simple games like chess, Super Mario Bros. 3, or Tetris, go over to TI-84calcwiz.com, which is a great resource for a bunch of cool programs. But for now, let's look at the best games you can possibly get on a calculator. The third best game on our list isn't actually a game, it's a Game Boy emulator. This means that you could load up any Game Boy or Game Boy Color ROM on their website, convert it to a file that the calculator would recognize, and boom, you're playing Game Boy games on a calculator. This is one of the most impressive emulators I've ever experienced. This emulator supports things like multiple save states, scaling options, input mapping, the ability to turn Game Boy Color mode on, turbo mode, auto-saving, and need I remind you, it does this all on a calculator. This emulator is so well designed that you could take a game with your Pokemon save on it, convert it to the calculator file format, and you could play it on your calculator right from your save. This is definitely one of the coolest things I've ever seen run on a calculator. Check it out if you're into Game Boy games. The second best game that I've ever played on a calculator is Isometric Minecraft. This was created by the Science Elf on YouTube, which was his amazing attempt at making Minecraft actually playable on a calculator. While you won't be cranking 90s and Bed Wars on this remake, its simplicity is kind of refreshing and it's easy to pick up and play. Obviously there are some limitations to this port, it's only in creative mode and it's isometric, so it's not quite 2D but it's not exactly 3D either. But even then, this game is a lot of fun. There's a nice simple block palette similar to Minecraft Classic, where you simply choose your block of choice and use only that block. The fact that this game is in an isometric point of view makes the game look great. The shadows add so much to the style and make the blocks pop. Even though it's such a simple remake, I think that anyone who loves Minecraft will appreciate this game. Go check out his video on YouTube too. And now, for in my opinion, the best game ever ported to a calculator. Celeste. Yes, Celeste, the classic speedrunning game that's extremely movement-based and super fun. This is the PO8 version of the game, ported to the calculator by John Command Block Guy. This classic speedrunning game has 30 awesome levels that are a mix of puzzles, platforming skill, and awesome pixel art. The controls are perfect too. Like the actual Celeste game, use the arrow keys on your right hand and the jump and dash buttons on your left hand. It sounds dumb when you first hear it, but after you get used to it, it feels like second nature. The game has a ton of super neat speedrunning tricks and techniques, and has an active speedrunning community. This is my favorite PQ8 game of all time, and I think that many people could say the same. I've sunk a surprising amount of time trying to beat my own record on this game, and I think that you can too. Whether you just want to beat the game for the first time or you want to improve your speedrun time, there's definitely something for everyone here. This is the best game you can play on a calculator. Okay, well, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, subscribing would be awesome. I'm trying to reach 500 subs by the end of 2025, so if you can click that red button, it would be much appreciated. Bye.